volume ramped up massively as he made his way down into the basement. As he went, he noted that only one of the little lights that had once glowed so subtly beneath the thick frosted glass of the stairs was still working. One by one, the others had all gone out. Monica would probably see it as a metaphor for their vanished hopes and dreams. Or was it a simile? Jimmy wasn't sure. He wasn't bright that way, like Monica. The stairs had shone and twinkled like Piccadilly Circus a year earlier, looking as bright and jolly as Jimmy did himself as he perused the stock market on the gleaming new 17-inch MacBook that nestled on the breakfast bar among the cereal boxes. "Wow," he said. "Whatever you're getting Rupert for Christmas, it isn't enough." Monica looked up from the couch on which she was languishing, her pyjama top pulled up over her huge tummy. She was rubbing coconut oil into it in a futile attempt to ward off stretch marks. "Why? What's he done?" "Only saved us about $100,000. "How?" "You know Gordon Brown's co-opted him onto this financial services advisory board. Well, consequently, he hears all sorts of stuff. He gave me the heads-up yesterday morning to say Caledonian granite was going to hit the wall." "You mean the building society? It was all over Radio 4 this morning. It's collapsed or something, hasn't it?" "Big time. First run on a Brit bank in centuries. Monumental balls up. Turns out they were giving mortgages away like loyalty points, and now they're fucked. We owned 50,000 shares." "Owned?" Monica asked with a tiny touch of suspicion. "Part of a portfolio I put together a couple of years ago. Bought at 98p. Yesterday morning they were at £2 too, and now they're worth 1.5p according to Radio 4. Exactly. Bloody disaster for some. But not us." "No, thankfully. We got out." "So you sold up yesterday?" "Well, it would have been pretty stupid not to, what with Rupert telling me they'd gone tits up. Nice of him to think of me, really. I suppose he was feeling guilty because he'd suggested I buy in the first place." "Jimmy," Monica did not sound happy, "I really think that you selling those shares after Rupert told you what he told you could be construed as insider trading." Jimmy was quite taken aback, not least because it was so unlike Monica to show an interest in that sort of thing. "God, Mon," Jimmy said, "what do you know about insider trading?" "I know that it's against the law." Jimmy tried to shrug in a nonchalant manner, but in truth he was slightly thrown. Insider trading. The thought had not even entered his head. Money just flowed towards him, and he grabbed it, that was all. "I think you should give the money to charity," Monica said suddenly. Jimmy stared at her. "Give it to charity?" he repeated. $100,000? "Yes. After all, that 100K isn't really our money, is it?" "What do you mean it's not our money? Of course it's our bloody money. Whose else is it? If Rupert hadn't tipped you off, you'd never have sold those shares, and they'd now be worth as little as everyone else's. The money never would have existed." "But he did tip me off, Mon, and the money, it does exist." "Keep your initial investment, then," Monica said, "and give away the profit. That's fair, surely." "Fair? Fair to who? We'd still be giving away over 50,000. "I know," Monica insisted, stroking her stomach, "but we have another baby coming." "What, may I ask," Jimmy said firmly, "has that got to do with anything?" "I just think it would be good karma, that's all." Jimmy could see that it was pointless to argue. Monica had her superstitious side, and it was clear to him that after making the connection between a charitable act and her unborn baby, she was going to stick to her guns. "Give it away," she said firmly, "or I will." "Oh, all bloody right," Jimmy said. "But I'm not going to just give it. That's too painful and boring. I've got to make it interesting, something fun." He thought for a moment. "Tell you what, I'll stick it on a horse." "Tell you what back," Monica said. "No." But now Jimmy was off on one, his imagination fired up with exactly the sort of idea that appealed to the eternal adolescent in him. "I mean it," he said. "That's what we'll do. Some real long-shot bet. If it loses, then nobody's any worse off. But if it wins, now that will be a contribution worth making." £50,000 is a contribution worth making," Monica exclaimed. "I slaved for months to raise that sort of money with my appeals." Monica was a fundraiser for Asylum Action, a charity that attempted to bring aid and support to the crowds of desperate refugees who needed medical care, legal advice and access to interpreters.